Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube, and just want to do a final summary of the complete build of the Scania or the Orlandoo Hunter T01 kit, right? So I want to start with just the overall build impression, overall product impression. I think this is a great product. Comes well packaged. The box is really nice. Again, this is the most complicated Orlandoo kit to date, right? As of today, very complex. A lot of parts, tiny little parts, like all Orlandoo has, but this has the most parts, most number of parts, most number of screws. In fact, I had a whole bunch of screws that are, still remaining, and these are all remaining bags. Any bags that is finished that doesn't have screws in them, I have already removed from the packaging, and look how many screws I have left. So it's nuts. It's crazy how much is left. So I'm not sure. Granted, there are some. I did install some upgrade kits. I did do certain things a little bit differently, but the amount of screws that are left is just crazy to me. So as you can hear in my voice, I like this kit a lot. This kit is awesome. This kit is great. But maybe let me jump into the couple of things that I think can be better, or things that I didn't like. So starting off the build, in fact, in step 1, right? So step 1, I immediately ran into issues, which is these bars here. These are the fender bars. These are the bars that hold the fender pieces at the back. These bars have issues. So when you're screwing the nut into the bars, I find that they don't thread. It's not threading correctly. So if you put in too much force, you might break the screw end of the bar. So this is something that I have seen multiple people already make mistakes. So they do give you spares. So they actually give you one spare for each side. So there's a left side and a right side. You need to align the bars correctly before installing. Okay. So you need to be very careful with this. Read the instruction 3 times and execute once. Measure twice and cut once, right? So be extremely careful, right? If you're not sure, just go back again, read through it again, and then execute it. So immediately, these are places where I have issues, so I don't like this. There is another bit with the steering portion that I didn't like as well. So in step 38, if you look at the manual, there's this piece here that shows you where to install this piece. In step 39, that piece is missing. So that piece is where you hold the stabilizer bar for the steering, and that piece is missing altogether in the instruction. It's just a minor thing, but if you're not paying attention, you might be figuring out what happened and where did it go. So just a minor mistake on the instructions here. But other than that, if you are extremely careful, I think you should be able to put this thing together, hopefully in one piece and not broken it. So this is one of the things that I feel need to be called out. But here's my complete and finished model, right? So as you can see, if you do it right, it will kind of look decent. So the side mirror bits are, you can kind of fold it as well, and it's pretty realistic, very nice. So on both sides as well, you can kind of open and close the the side mirrors. This fifth wheel is super realistic. It's similar to an actual fifth wheel. If you put in the trailer, it will actually lock in place, and then you need to pull this lever to kind of release the locking mechanism. Very nice touch. This is something similar to like a 14 scale Tamiya truck, and it's really nice. So yeah, I'm not sure if there is room to kind of put in a servo to make it electronically actuated. If there is a way to do it, or if they were to sell an upgrade part in the future to do that, I think it's really cool. Like all Orlandoo models, it comes with realistic light buckets, and you can kind of light up everything as well. So my truck is fully lit. There are all LEDs running through the truck, and there's a light module as well. The top roof fender bit is also adjustable. You can change the angle of the top roof fender, which is a really nice touch. It kind of adds another layer of realism. If you have a trailer that is taller than the cab, you can actually tilt this higher so that it's more aerodynamic. Very similar to the real world truck, right? This is my decal, or this is how I dressed my truck up, and you can see that it's Westwood Scania. And if I will just move the camera up a little bit, you can see, this is similar to the real world Westwood Scania truck, as you can see here. So I bought the stickers online, so the stickers are available online. It's from a Chinese website. If you're asking me, I don't know. I can't find it on AliExpress, so I can't give you a link. But it's on Taobao. If you know how to shop from Taobao, which is from China, I can send you the link to it. But for those outside of Asia, in US, I'm not sure how you want to buy from Taobao. So I don't know. I can give you the link, but you have to figure it out how to do it. Couple of things that I kind of did differently as well to my truck is I have a working interior, and I'm not sure how am I supposed to show it. So if I lift it up against the light, you can see that there is an interior. There's a driver inside. You can see that some of my wires are out of place. I need to fix that, and to do that I have the roof on magnets. So I have the whole top on magnets. I can actually pull this open. I can put my tweezers in to kind of adjust the wiring so that I can make the interior look neat. And that's how I retrofit everything before closing the cap together. And you can't really do that if you were to screw everything in place. So this is how I achieve the interior. There is a lot of cosmetic bits as well. There are chrome bits around the window. These are additional accessories, chrome stickers as well, which I bought from the same Chinese website. The chrome fender bits at the back as well. These are all really nice. Let's see if I can show you. So these chrome bits are all really nice as well. These are all stickers as well. So you can see all my wiring works here. And I think while we're at it, I thought I'll just run through these guys, right? So I have some additional wires sticking out at the back. So there are three wires actually that are long right here. These wires all interface with the trailer. So I have a trailer having the female receiving end to these plugs. So they will hook up, the trailer will hook up, these ports will plug into the trailer, and it will light up it will do the reverse lights, the brake lights, and the auxiliary lights. So these orange lights on the side, it kind of lights up together with the trailer as well. So that's how it's being set up. In terms of battery power, I have the battery hidden inside this gas tank compartment. So if I lift this up, if I can lift this up, you can see that the battery is inside. So, and it's just closed up like this, and cosmetically, hidden away. And there's two plugs here. Okay, these two plugs is, again, one connects to the truck and one's from the battery. And why these plugs are sticking out like this is because, let me just zoom out a little bit. So I have my charger here with an extension, so I could just charge it, just plug it in like this and charge it on the fly, right? So I don't have to remove the battery and all that. And I know you guys are going to comment and say, look, it's dangerous to charge your model with the battery in it, blah blah blah. I know I'm using a cheap charger as well, I know, but this is convenient. Charge it on the fly, and very quick turnaround time. So just like a normal EV car, you would just go to the charger, plug it in, wait for it to charge, and then you're good to go. So I like this setup. If I were to store this model on the long run, for a long period of time, I would definitely remove the battery, and that's a very easy thing to do, right? All I need to do is just pull it out from this cosmetic cover and remove the battery, right? It's a lot easier than having to open the cap, remove some parts, or maybe stick the battery at the bottom, so on and so forth. So this is how it's being done. Now the bottom is a little bit messy. I've added lights after the model is being built, so there's some wiring here that cannot be tidied up, or just need a little bit more time to tidy it up, and I didn't do it. So hence you can see the messy wiring. While we're down here, you can also notice the blue arrow metal servo that I've upgraded, so it has a very strong servo. And if you look at the bottom piece, you will notice here, there is this rubbery thing, which these are LEDs. These are LEDs that gives the underglow lighting to the truck. I'll show you guys once I turn it on. So there's some underglow here on a truck that gives some light at the bottom as well. So this is pretty much how my setup is being done. All the white is being painted. The fenders are all being painted as well. These are originally black in color. These are the fenders on the back here is originally black in color. The front bits are originally white in color, but you can paint it in any color you so desire. So because mine is mimicking the real world, the Westward Scania model, which is white, so I just painted it white, put on a sticker, and then clear coat on top. The one thing to note is these stickers, they are not water slide decals. They are actual stickers that you stick on top, which is why you can kind of see that it's not smooth. These stickers are kind of protruding out. These stickers are pre-cut, but you can kind of see where it's being cut. Right, you can see that it's being cut. It's a transparent backing sticker. It's quite thick. You can actually see it here. So it's pretty thick, it's pre-cut, and it's not water slide decals, which is why it's not smooth to the truck. I did actually do some panel lining, as you can see, but the stickers are not water slide, so it's a bit unfortunate. I would like for it to be water decals, but it's not. But it is what it is, so I'm just going to run with it. There are some chrome stickers that they provide. This Scania chrome sticker is provided out of the box from Orlandoo. Very nice, because this is authentically licensed by Scania. You can have the original Scania, and it looks awesome, isn't it? So all of this looks awesome. So the 770S sticker here is an optional sticker that I bought. This V8 sticker comes with the box. This Orlandoo logo, this Scania logo, Griffin logo, comes with the model as well. You can see all the tiny LEDs that I've put in place as well, and there's 2 additional ones here. So there is additional layers. So this grille is an outer grille, and there's like a engine details on the inside. It goes into the level of details on this truck is amazing. There are actually levels of details in the grille. It's just not a flat piece. There are multiple layers inside and outside, right, to give a sense of depth and, you know, feel towards the model. When you look at it up close, it's just amazing. It's just beautiful. So all the light buckets work as well. One thing I kind of like as well is from the top on this window, you can kind of see the speaker peeking through. So I have a large speaker which is really loud, kind of peeking through the top window. So this gives excellent kind of sound and realism to the truck. It's so loud, the truck actually vibrates on maximum volume, which is really nice. You can hear every minor details, and you know, it's just really nice. Okay, so let me just connect the truck and then fire it up, and I'll show you guys the functions. Okay, so before I fire it up, as you can see, all I need to do is just connect the battery. And I know it's a little bit ugly to have this bit sticking out here, but again, it's for convenience. I'm a very lazy person. If I don't do it conveniently, I might have the tendency to leave the battery connected and so on, and I would forget about it. So it will be much easier for me to see it so that I can just unplug it, and I don't have to worry about the battery kind of connected, turn on, bloated and stuff like that. So once you connect the battery, there's actually an on-off switch right up front in the middle as well, where you can use to turn on and off. Very nice touch. And before I turn on, right, just kind of showcase the radio system that I'm using here. Again, a lot of people is going to ask me where I got this system, right? So again, I got this from a Chinese website. I'm not sure whether, you know, you can get it from AliExpress. You might be able to, but I've not seen it in AliExpress. You might be able to ask Toucan RC if they have this available. I'm pretty sure they will stock it up, or they will find it for you, but I did not buy this from AliExpress. I bought this from Taobao, and this is this is a remote system that includes the ESC, lighting and sound unit. It's a 3-in-1. It's all-in-one, right? So it has a remote, receiver, ESC and sound and light, everything in. Comes in a small package, and it has everything in it. And I didn't like the pistol grip controls for my truck. I used to have the 1/14 scale trucks, and for those large scale trucks, we always use pinch remote for our trucks. And I would like for this truck to have a stick remote as well, so that I can pinch in control, right? And I have the functions on my fingertips, and I would much prefer this. Again, this is for those people who are into tanks. They might be familiar with this remote as well. Into drones, they might be familiar with this remote. I talked about this in my first video, my first build video for my Scania. If you want to know more about this system, you can go back to the first video, but I'll showcase a little bit here. Okay, so let's turn it on. Right, let's turn this thing on. My mistake. Should I turn on the remote first before turning on the truck? Okay, so this remote again has some additional functions, so you can play around with the settings. I'll just showcase them quickly. Now if you want to go into the options, all you need to do is just hold it upwards before starting the engine. You will go into the options,
settings,
right, or settings, and you can
volume adjustment.
You can change the volume,
decrease volume, increase volume, increase volume, already maximum, decrease volume.
Okay,
engine sound.
So you can change truck sounds as well. This is like a Kenworth type truck sound, I don't know. It's a different tractor sound. This is a car, racing car. This is like a truck, small truck. So this is one of the sounds that I like. This is another truck sound as well, which is I think not bad, but I'll stick to the previous one. Okay.
Horn sound.
So these are horn sounds, right? So this I can select different type of horn sounds. I'll stick to this one.
Sound of turning signal.
Sound of turning signal is the beeping sound or the clicking sound when you turn on an indicator. That's the clicking sound. I can choose to turn it on and off.
On, off. Sound of reversing drive.
Sound of reversing drive is the beeping sound when you reverse. You know, there's an option to turn it on and off as well.
Off, on. Turbine sound on, off.
Turbine sound is the sound of the turbo. So when you accelerate, you can actually hear the spooling sound of the turbo. I want it on.
Off, on. Language. Yeah.
So there's two language, English and Chinese. I'll leave it at English. So that's about it.
Volume adjustment, exit settings.
So those are the few options that you can play around with. So I pretty much set it to what I like, and this is what it looks and sound like. So first button on the left top is to start the engine. The button on the bottom is to kill the engine. Right, so these two buttons is to start and stop. And the cool thing about it is if you are not running the engine and if the engine is not turned on, you can't accelerate. You can't drive. So accelerate is on the left hand side, steering is on the right hand side. Very similar to a lot of drones, a lot of planes as well. So if I start it up, I can actually control it. Okay, so the So the left hand side is your steering, you can see, and then the buttons are for lights. So this will be for the aux lights, and this for the main lights. You can cycle through some options as well. If I press on it again, you can see that the interior cabin lights are turned on, and then the underglow is turned on as well. You can see the blue lights at the bottom. Okay, you can see the lights up front. If I turn the lights away, you can see the interior lights. Okay, now if I press the aux light again, it will blink, but these are not signal lights. You can see that the signal lights are not blinking. If I hold the aux lights, you can see that the signal lights are blinking. Okay, if you okay, if you hold the headlights on, all the lights will blink. So I'm not sure what this mode is, but you kind of have that option. You can kind of hold it again for a synchronized blink, and again I'm not sure why that is, but you have that option, so you can turn it off. You can turn on the interior lights alone without turning on the headlights. You can do that as well, or you can kind of turn the headlights on without turning on the interior lights. You have that option as well. So pretty basic options, but I think this is enough for a basic model. You do have some reverse lights as well. There are some signal lights as well when you turn, indicator lights. It's okay. So if I can just quickly show you the trailer. So I have the trailer here, and if I lock it in place, so it actually clicks in place and it's locked, right? So it's spring loaded and it's locked. If I were to hook up the connector bits here, so you can see the lights kind of coming on. You can see the back as well. So you can see the signal. Okay, if I turn on the engine, I can turn on the reverse lights. So there's reverse lights as well. So what I have here is like a digital name tag, a mini digital name tag. So if I turn this on, so I can actually have you know, like a sign, a mini sign. So it actually says Scania wide load, so I can load up something large on the back, and you can actually kind of have some signage on the back. It's kind of flickering right now because of the camera, but if you view it physically with your own eyes, it doesn't flicker this much. So this is how it kind of looks like. So the entire thing looks like this. So this is the finished product, and this is how it looks like, how it works and function. And yeah, hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it and I'll try to answer them. Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you like it. Bye.